Hi everybody and welcome back to some more TT Isle of Man here on this channel. Now in today's episode we got part number 12 of my career walkthrough, and we're going to be doing some more of the mountain course. Now first up we're going to be doing it on the supersport bike, but after that we're going to be doing it on the superbike and the Suter, which is going to be insane because that is an absolute beast. Also in today's episode we're going to be doing another race on a different bike which we're going to buy, but I'm not going to ruin it to what one we're going to buy. Also guys, don't forget to check out all the other series on the channel. We just started a series of Far Cry 5. I really appreciate it if you check that out. I know it's non-racing, but I love the Far Cry series. Right, let's get into the first event. Right, so here we go with the first event of the episode on the Honda CBR 600RR. Now, the evening time is the worst time to do these events because it's really difficult to see the road and the sun glare can be really bad. So let's see if we can get a good start. We're first out, so we need to set the pace. Now, sometimes on Expert, it's really difficult to win these events. This is section 2 to 3, and we have done this a few times, so hopefully we can get it first time. But as long as we get top 3, I will take that. But we've got to do this on the Suter, which is going to be insane. Right, let's just try and take a nice line. I know it turns. As long as you stay in the middle of the road, it gives you half a chance. And you've got to try and keep an eye on the arrows as well. I mean, it's really hard to look at the road and the arrows at the same time. And my TV screen is quite close, so I'm really trying to concentrate. Let's keep it nice in the middle of the road. Oh, we're getting really close to the curb there. Oh god, 199 miles an hour. Flipping heck, this 600 is so quick. Right, just keep it nice and controlled. And not muck it up through here. This is the difficult section with the sun glare. But we've done this a few times now, so we know where it turns. This is a very short section, so this should be just over 2 minutes, I do believe. Alright, let's just try and just keep it steady through here. These are the sections I struggle on when you've got like multiple turns quite quick, because when you can't see going under the trees and that, sometimes you can make a mistake. We'll just call the curb again, but we're still managing to maintain a decent speed. Oh my god. That was very close through there. Right, I know there's a tough turn coming up. And we've just got to keep an eye on that map. And I think it's after this couple of turns coming up. And then we're going to have to slow it down. Come on, yep, there it is. I knew there was one coming up. I remember this one. Right, we can take this at a decent pace. And hold it. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Managed to turn right at the right time. Not the quickest. We could have gone a little bit quicker. It's going to be much harder on the Suter. Right, let's keep nice and control. That was really tight through there, and that is the end of this one. Yeah, there we go. Oh god, I'm not sure whether that is the quickest time. Right, they should all be finishing now. Oh my dear lord. Oh my god, I only just beat Spencer. That was very close there. On the same bike as well. I think it's because of the superior top end is why the Honda does so well on that section. But bloody hell, I hope the next event on the superbike isn't going to be that close, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do that section in those conditions in the evening that quick on that bike, because it is so lethal. Right, but here we go guys. Let's get straight into it. Right guys, it's superbike time and the Suter. Can we get a win on this? It's not going to be easy. This thing is absolutely lethal because of its superior acceleration. But I don't think the time is going to be that much different to the 600, because I do feel a little bit more confident around the corners on the 600. So let's see if we can get a better time. We've got 2:15 on the CBR. Let's see if we can do better than that on the Suter. And I'm not sure what the AI are going to be like on the superbikes as well. They might be even quicker. So let's see if we can get up to top speed. 199, 200. Oh my god, that's the first time I think I've hit 200 on the Suter. Oh my god, that was close to the curb. And just struggling with the sun glare again. But we know where the turns are, so let's not panic. Oh god, bit of jump there. And we're really picking up speed again. Oh my god, this bike is insane. Right, we've got to start slowing down through here. I'm not very trusting on the braking on this thing. Oh god, we caught the curb that time. Oh my god, how the hell did we stay on? But we did. Right, let's just keep it nice and steady through here. And we are top at the moment. Oh, amazing. But are we going to be able to end in that position. That is the thing. Got to keep an eye on. Again, we've gone out first, which has made it a little bit easier. Again, we're so close to the curbs there. Right, we're coming towards the end, the last 30 seconds or so. This is where all the difficult corners are coming up. So let's try not to muck it up. And let's keep it pushing in the middle of the road. And again, oh God, again, that was very, very tight through there, but we just managed to squeeze through. Right, so we've got that difficult turn coming up. Let's see if we can take a decent speed around this corner. Hold it. Oh, again, see, I think we're just a little bit slower on the Suter than we were on the 600. Right, so let's keep it nice and steady through here. Coming towards the end. Right, let's try and just accelerate. And that is it, guys. Have we beaten that time? And I think that was a 2:11. So that wasn't too bad. Right, so we were 4 seconds quicker. So far, no one else is as quick as us. Can you believe it? We were actually faster on a supersport than they are on a superbike by nearly 1.5 seconds. That is insane. The times on this game are really strange. Well, we were quicker on a superbike, but they weren't. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next event in this episode. Right, guys, we just bought another bike, and we bought the Honda CBR 1000 RR. Now, this is Cameron Donald's bike. Now, we're going to be trialling this in some races around the Milford Street Circuit, and we're going to mix up the camera views because that has been requested a few times, guys, and hopefully we can do that event. But I'm trying to mix it up as much as I can, so let's get straight into that now and see if we can get some more decent results. Right, guys, so here we go with this next event. It's 4 races around the Milford Street Circuit in Wales, and each race is 3 laps, but it's a TT style race, so it's all based on time. So what we're going to do in this, because it's 4 races, I'm going to mix the camera views up, plus I'm going to turn off the assist in some of these races as well. So it's going to make it a little bit more challenging, because we seem to be pretty decent round here. We're a lot quicker than the AI, so let's see if we can get a good start. See what this CBR 1000 RR's like, and already doesn't feel too bad into the turn. I'm hoping this one to be better than the Kawasaki. It's probably not going to handle better than the Suter because the stats on the Suter are just amazing handling wise. The only thing that I find with the Suter is the braking. I don't find the brakes very good. Right, let's see what the brakes are like on the CBR. They feel pretty decent, quite responsive. And it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for me because, oh god, I took that a little bit too deep, because I haven't done the other camera view since literally I first got the game. Because as soon as I turned to this view, I've stayed in this view because I think it gives you a better sense of speed, and I seem to be, I just feel a little bit more comfortable in it. But not saying that I'm any quicker in this view than the other view, but we're going to find out anyway. And that's the first lap out of the way, so we've got another 2 laps. Let's see if we can go a little bit quicker. It definitely doesn't accelerate as quick as the Suter. That Suter just gets up to ridiculous speed so quickly. And let's see if we can get nicely tight in. Still feeling the back end just sliding around behind me. That seems to be the same for all the bikes around this circuit. You feel every single little bump with these bikes. Let's keep it nice and steady. Let's see if we can take a little bit more speed through this section. And that's a little bit better. Stay off the curb. And again, it's not going as deep as last time. And that's much better. This should be a better lap. And let's just keep it steady. Now, there's a little bump in the road around this turn. You've got to be careful. That always seems to throw me out. And we're coming up to the last lap of this first race. And then we can check where we are on the leaderboard and see how much quicker we are than the AI. Even on expert round here, they just don't seem to be very, very quick. Even in the races, they're not that quick. But you know, on the actual TT Isle of Man mountain course, they are pretty decent. The times, sometimes, like I said, are really, really challenging to beat. But in the last couple of events, their times were a bit off, especially on the superbikes. But hopefully that's something that may be fixed. There may be a little bit of a glitch there, because the times aren't consistent. Right, let's keep it. And there needs to be some more options on the online as well. That seems to be a bit of a pain. You have to sit there in the lobby waiting for someone to finish. And if they don't finish, you get stuck there. So there is a few glitches here and there on the game that need to be ironed out. towards the end of this first race, and it's been quite steady. Quite impressed with this CBR. I think the real test will be testing out this bike on a part of the mountain course, which we will do, guys, in a future episode. Right, so we're coming to the end of the first race, and then we will check out what the times are like. And over the finish line, that wasn't too bad. Right, let's see where we are. So we did a 3:16, and surely not. 8 seconds. Right, so here we go with race 2, and we've turned some of the assists off as well, so we're going to have to be really careful on the throttle that we don't come off the back, and we're going to have to push forward to keep that front wheel down. So let's see if we can get a steady start, slowly open the throttle. Yes, it's going to go up quite easily, and let's just try and get used to racing in this view. Now, we haven't done this view since the start of our walkthrough, so there's going to be a little bit of getting used to, especially around a difficult circuit like this. This one could be quite challenging. Let's try and keep away from the curbs. Be interesting to see if we're any quicker in this. Oh God, almost went straight into the side there. It's going to take a little bit to get used to not just the turning, but the braking as well. And we can see the turns a little bit better in this view, I must admit. And again, we've overdone that corner. Be careful, because you can easily come off these bikes. The grip on these bikes seems to be a little bit less. You lose the front end quite a lot on these bikes, quite easily. But the handling on this one is, I do feel like the handling on this Honda is better than the Kawasaki. But this bike did cost more, so I suppose you put your money in if you want something that's going to perform a little bit better. Right, let's try and pick up some speed. And let's see if we can go a little bit quicker on this second lap. Might slow it down. Get nicely turned in at the right time. Just a little bit twitchy, still not very confident. We will try another different camera view again after this. We go on the one that's a little bit further back. This one's quite close, and we can see if we can get a decent result in that one. Right, slowly getting used to it now. Start picking up speed. And we've managed to keep the front wheel down quite well as well, just slowly opening the throttle. But I do find using this custom controller that I do have a little bit better control over the braking and the throttle than I do on the standard controller. Oh God, saying that, almost had the wheel up there. Right, slow it down, nicely turned in, and that wasn't too bad. And let's see if we can. This bike is definitely not as quick acceleration. I think the Kawasaki was slightly quicker, and the Sutra is definitely quicker. But in a race, I think if you put everything together, the handling, the braking, I don't think this bike's too bad. I don't know what the top end's like. I'm not sure whether it was as quick as the Kawasaki top end wise, but we will be testing that out very soon when we do a part of the mountain course on this bike. Right, let's keep it nice and steady around there. I think if we want to get as many bikes as we can, and start voting for what next 600 you want me to get, because I want to have more than one bike to choose from each time I do an event, so just make it a little bit more interesting, because each bike has different, obviously some are quicker top end, some are better acceleration, better handling, better braking, so we want a few to choose from. I definitely want the Norton, but I haven't got the amount of credits I'd need to buy that one, plus I don't think it's unlocked anyway. Right, so oh God, I almost had the wheel up then. Right, last corner, and that is another race out the way, and then we've got 2 more to go. Right, let's see if we can get to the finish line in a decent time, and I think that was slightly slower than the first run by about a second, but that was a good experience, and without all the assist on as well, we didn't do too bad. Right, we're still ahead by 14 seconds. Let's move on to the next race and see if we can have another good race. So here we go. Right guys, so here we go again. Let's see if we can push this bike a little bit harder this time. Let's see if we can get a better time on the board. We'll take a few more risks, and we're going to go in a different camera view again. Let's go on the one that's further back. See if we can go any quicker in this view. Bloody hell, that was a little bit too much there. Got a little bit excited. Right, let's see if we can go through these corners a little bit quicker. Build up the speed. Need to keep it nice and smooth. I find if you get the balance on the throttle, you can get through the corners really well. And again, I just don't like that corner. I think the road isn't completely flat there. I think that's why it just feels really awkward. And there's a bump in the road coming up that really throws me out. I mentioned it in the first race. Where is it? It's just right on the turn here. I think just there, where the road meets. I think it's like two different, like it's where they've tarmacked it slightly higher. But you really do feel that. Oh, bloody hell, be careful. Getting a little bit too excited. Right, keep it nice and tight. And that's the first lap. Okay, this is the first time I've been in this camera view. So this view's not too bad, actually. I think this would be a good one to have on the online, so you can see where the other riders are when they get really close. I must admit, when you go in first person online, you've just got no awareness where the other riders are. You haven't got really indicators or anything of where the other riders are. That's something they do need to help you on this game. Right, let's just try and take a little bit more speed. Oh god, that was close there. Just overdoing it there. Right. I think we will do the last race in our normal camera view to finish it off. But I think we're going to easily win this, which is a shame. I just feel like you need a little bit more of a challenge when it comes to these events. I think the AI really struggle on slow corners. I find on a lot of the other longer road races, you get to the slow corners, they're really slow, but on the fast sections, they're really quick. They just need to balance that out. But they had this problem on Ride 2, and they sorted it out on Ride 2, so hopefully they can do the same with this. Okay. Right, so we've got one more lap. Let's see if we can manage this. This hasn't been a bad run. This bike is definitely, I do like it. Very much so. It handles very well. It's probably not the best one out of all the CBR 1000s. There's some different other ones as well which we've got to try. And it won't be long until we have to go against some of the legend riders like your John McGuinness's, etc. So when we get to that, we want to be on a bike that we feel really comfortable on if we're going to compete against legends like that. But yeah, because looking at the calendar, there is some really tough events coming up, which we're going to have to really up our level. Right, last corner. Just a nice little bit of a wheelie there. And to the finish line. That's not bad. And I think that is probably the quickest run we've done. Yeah, 3:12. So we're actually quicker by almost 4 seconds in that view. So we're definitely better in that view than we are in the other views. That is quite interesting, actually. I think it's because you can see the corners better. It just has a different sensation. Right, let's move into the last race of the episode. Right, so here we go with race number 4 of 4 around that Milford Street circuit, and we're going to go back in this camera view again, but we've left all the assist still off. Let's see how we do this time. And after this, guys, we're going to go into the HQ, and we're going to just select a couple of bikes which I want you to choose between for our next purchase, another 600. I'm going to put it between 2 bikes. Do that at the end of the episode. Plus, I'm going to leave you a replay of one of the events in today's episode at the end as well for you to enjoy, because the replays on this game are pretty good. Right, let's keep it nice and steady. Oh god, almost caught the curb there. And it feels strange again going back in this camera view. So it does take you a while to adjust from one to the other. And I definitely don't feel this has the better sensation for speed, but it doesn't always necessarily mean you're going to be quicker, and that is what I'm finding, because I don't see the corners as well in this view. And yeah, oh god, almost went straight to the side there. Definitely trying to hold the speed at faster pace around the corners in this view is a lot harder. Right, so that's the first lap out of the way. Let's see if we can go a little bit quicker around this turn. Right, just hesitating slightly. Yeah, definitely not as smooth. I am noticing quite a difference. Now we've used the different camera views, it gives you an idea what camera view is probably best. I mean, I like to say I still feel comfortable in this one, but I'm definitely not quicker in this view. That is what I'm getting the impression from this experience today. Oh god, that was a little bit awkward through there. but then it could be the bike. Maybe I'm not as comfortable on this bike as I am on some of the others. But we've got to test out more of the bikes. I've been told that the BMW is pretty... Oh, God, dear Lord. That was a moment there. How the hell I managed to hold that? Now, if that was on the Kawasaki, there was no way I was coming out of that. Seriously. But there you go. It's these bikes, they're not very forgiving. You make a mistake, you're gone. Right, final lap. But like I was saying, as that happened, I've been told the BMW is pretty decent, but I don't think we've got enough credits to get that. Or I don't think all the decent ones are unlocked yet. But hopefully over time on this career we can start unlocking some of the other bikes. And keep it nice and steady around there. So we're not... I don't think this this run is that quick. I think we've made a few mistakes and we have hesitated quite a lot. We want to try and go around these corners, not having to brake too hard. I mean, sometimes I do press the brake. I mean, you don't want to be pressing the front brake too much. I'm using a tad little bit of back brake just to control the bike. And again, hesitated around there after that last occasion. And this definitely is. This could be even the slowest run of the 4. I think it is. And I think the slowest time we've done so far was a 3:17. Is that going to be up there? I think it may be. No. Ooh, it's 3:16, only just, but it definitely wasn't the best run of the 4. But I think we've won the event anyway. Let's see how much we've won it by. I think we've won it by quite a bit, I expect. Let's have a look. Oh my God, 1 minute 30, seriously. Right guys, now we're going to check out the two bikes I want you to choose between. Right, the two bikes I want you to choose between are the Triumph Daytona 675. That is bike number 1. And I'll just quickly show you the stats as well on the bike as well, so you can make your decision. Leave the comments in the tab below of your vote. And the second bike we're going to choose is another one that's pretty decent, and I've seen quite a few people use it online, and it is the Yamaha YZF R6. Now, I've done quite a few track days on one of these, so I know they're pretty decent bikes. So it's between the two, it doesn't matter which one. I mean, obviously this one's slightly more, so it's obviously slightly better on the stats. But let me know, guys, in the comments below, and I've left you a replay of one of those runs at the start of the episode, so please enjoy, and I will see you very, very soon.